Look, you are the way. God has carefully detailed every part of your life. When you go into a situation like I was yesterday, I thought, I don't want to spend this amount on a meal. What am I doing here? I'm in a pub, it's alcohol, it's meat, and I didn't think of it, but these people aren't principally focused on loving you, God. But the chap I'm with, he's actually quite well off. I mean, he has investments in a couple of properties. He's got his son there whose mum is Persian. And the son's going to go to London University. So his dad, in loving his son, doesn't see him often. Because his son lives in London. And he himself lives somewhere here in New Zealand. And well, he wants to bless his son in the sense that he wants to encourage him. He's about to start university, and Dad's on a good mission, you see. And you don't keep the goodness of people in your mind when you should. I'm afraid you get concerned with self, and why am I spending all this money on a meal that, I've better food at home. For far, far less. But anyway, you're there, and I'm holding forth, and I'm entertaining, and I'm blessing him. He's unusual. He's his own belief. Has been sort of intensely Christian, I think, at times. But is now alone in the world. And I'm forgetting, you see, he's alone. But God isn't. And thank God, thank you, Dad, that you're using me without me realizing it. You see, just to be with someone who does love God suddenly puts such a way of life on the menu for them in a way that they never did before have such. Never forget that God is making you a blessing wherever you go, whether it's to him, to his son chatting. It doesn't take too much to me. I'm not his way ahead. But then I wouldn't have taken to me possibly at, I don't know, at 18. I think I'd have just thought, well, he's a curious individual. It's hard to say what's going to trigger something in another person. And you know, when we parted in the evening and they went back to Auckland, he says to me, oh, what you said about so-and-so, he obviously appreciated it, whatever it was. And I suddenly realised how lovely. And now, of course, when I reflect on it at 12 minutes past 2 in the morning, I feel the goodness of God in the meeting. Cost more money than I would afford normally. But perhaps, just perhaps, it was another tiny part of God's care for this chap. even conceivably for his son, and it may not have been. But I choose to trust that it is, because that's what I hope for and value. And my God values that too. Love you, Dad. And though I don't believe in spending beyond one's income, extravagance and so on, I do appreciate that, what's it the traditional evangelical Christian says? He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. He meets our needs. And it is our needs, you know. The blessing he gives us in the experience of being part of his love and care to life. The life that we come to around us and that he brings into us, our sphere of awareness and theirs. Love you, Dad. Love you for your love. Thank you, Dad.